Okay, let me start today. So good evening, everyone. So I'm audible, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Uh, so let me share my screen. So today we will be discussing one of the basic topic, what we call it as operators, and then we will see why artificial intelligence cannot replace human intelligence, and maybe this just a background of knowing how the job postings will be done in background. There won't be any materials, but just maybe to let you know how the software industry works. That we will be seeing. Um, So let me start with today's topic. Operators. So in Python, generally we do some calculations or something, right? Already we have used till now whatever we did, we unconsciously used all that in the syntax or in the programmings we have performed, like addition. For example, addition, we know that plus symbol is used for addition, because from our childhood onwards we are actually thinking if the plus symbol is there, uh, the two numbers should add. Similarly, in Python also we actually used the same plus symbol. So if I write the print 2 plus 3, so it is actually adding 2 plus 3. So here what I am doing, I am using an operator. So here my operator is a plus symbol. So what it does in internally in the background, the Python interpreter interprets, okay, this plus symbol has given, the operator has given, so I need to perform the addition operation. So similar kind of operators are there in Python. So broadly we can classify, there are multiple operators, but actually it should be seven. So if I see here, we have arithmetic operators, assignment operators. Arithmetic operators are which does all the calculations. So we will see one by one. And assignment is like we assign the value. Like we have seen already. Like I have assigned my name equal to. So equal to is the assignment operator. So in the similar way, so we have comparison operator. So to do the comparison, like if this is equal to this or not, we have the comparison operators as well, and we have some logical operators and or. So to evaluate two expressions at a time, that logical operators we will be using. So similarly, we have identity operators as well. So is it equal to? Is it the object is identical to this or not? So if I see, let me go to the arithmetic operators. So in the arithmetic operators, maximum we use, these are the arithmetic operators, like plus symbol denotes addition, minus symbol denotes multiplication, sorry, minus symbol subtraction, and star will be used for multiplication, and this is for division and float division, and modulus is which returns a remainder. And if you do the exponential, like 2 power 3, 2 power 4, so we have to give double star. So I am just what I will do, yeah, I'm not, I'm just take this, sorry, from this site. This is actually good. I will be sharing this. So I'm just going and copying. So here what they did, they actually assigned x equal to 20, y equal to 10. So here if you see equal to the assignment operator. So here what we are doing, x plus y equal to we are actually adding. So similarly, if I run all the code, so x plus y equal to 30, x minus y equal to x star y equal to 100. So we are actually doing, it's a, I meant to say, uh, the program for all the operators at once. So how they will be doing. So integer division operator. So what it returns, it actually returns instead of float, it returns if you give double modulus, it will return integer. Like so, if we do x by y, it will return 2.0, right? It is actually float number. But if you give double slashes, so it returns only integer. So modulus will return the remainder. So and then this exponent operator is like x per 20 power. Star. So, so I think yeah. So I'm running again. So it's like 20 power 10. So these are the main, I meant to say basic operations which we perform daily. So we will be already knowing that okay, this will be if this is doing plus minus we know, but in normally we do multiplication by cross, right? But here in Python we do by star. So this light minor differences will be there. We need to take care of that. So then going to like assignment operators. So the simple assignment like is equal to actually I have assigned here like x equal to 20 and y equal to 20. So here is the simple assignment, but somehow I want to add and again increment the same the added value to the same number. So yesterday we have seen in loop where we are actually incrementing the value by 1 or 2. So we actually given this like a add and as an operator. So similarly we have multiple things. So it does so if we are giving whatever the arithmetic operator before, it actually do the operation and then assign that value again back to that number. So sure we have assignment operators. Yeah. So here they haven't given, but generally we will be seeing the same like uh, s- sorry, yeah. So if I am assigning, okay, so I'm removing this x y equal to 10. Actually I am increasing. Now I just print plus y and then I am again assigning equal to 1 and then printing again x plus y. So here if I taken x plus y, so the my result will be here, it will be 30, and here actually I have incremented 10 by 1 and then I am printing it. I will print 5 as well. So if we see, so x value is like x plus value not changed. We have changed the y value incremented by 1. So then the x plus y value will also incremented by 1 because we have changed the y value. So this auto increments will be useful in more programming going further. So this is one of the concept we will be using in many applications. So and then going forward there will be comparison operators. So similar to is it equal to or not equal to. So this comparison operators actually returns true or false. So again I'm going to this example only. I have assigned values. Print if x equal to y. Print true. Else what it should print? It should print false. So if I given, so it is actually comparing this one. So similarly, if I if x greater than or equal to y, so here the same I am using this greater than or equal to. So here it should go to this loop because 20 is we know 20 is greater than 10, so we will be seeing it went into this loop. So we can use the comparison operators or multiple things. So these are the comparison operators: equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or greater than. So these are mainly we use on integer and float data types only. It won't work on string data types. So if you want like age, if you are taking input age, you have to convert it using type conversion functions, base type conversion functions to int, and then do the any modifications, like if you want to compare equal to something. So again, now logical operators, or if you want to compare uh, two values, two statements, let me do if and x not equal to y. Print mission satisfied. So here, if we run this, so actually what it is doing, so it is satisfying both the conditions, right? So it went into, so we are uh, like I meant to say checking both the statements. So using another operator, like another logical operator, to do this. So if I change the values, like if I, so the if first condition fail, then it will go to directly this. So again I am running. So it actually didn't go to condition satisfied, it went to else statement. So here the logical operators are very useful when we want to evaluate multiple conditions in single line. So and the next comes like identity operators. So it's actually this concept is very uh, I meant to say very interesting. So as of now we have equal to operators, right? So if, let me check this. So I am giving, so there will be identity operators like is and not is. Let me identity identity equal to if x is y. I meant to say, sorry. If x is y, I want print true. So the same condition I am like if x equal to y, print true. So I will write the else condition as well. Else false, else print false. So here, if you see, actually this is condition is useful to actually compare objects are same or not. What it means, it actually compare the address where the variable is stored. But this equal to operator compares the value where it is stored. So generally, if you run this program, right, so it will both will return true only. So so if I again, so is it clear right here? So so let me do some magic. So I am giving 5000. I am giving the same value 5000. So here, because I am storing the same values x equal to y, x equal to 5000, y equal to 5000, my programming should say this uh, is y, right, because both are same. So if I run the same command, okay, it's still storing the same. Okay, for mutable objects, okay, let me do again. So 2, 3, 3. So if you see here, actually I have given the same set of lists, same, and I haven't given anything like. But here my values are differing. So for immutable objects, sorry, immutable objects or like this type of sequences, this is actually referring to the where this variable is stored. So what it is actually doing, let me explain you. Print, there is a function called id of x, print id of y. Sorry. So what this id function will give is it actually gives the memory location of the object what we are created. So if I run this, so if you see the memory location is differing when I am giving list as an object. So but when I change it back to 10, so it's actually referring to the same memory location. So because the value is uh, less than, I meant to say very small value, so instead of allocating another memory, so it is actually using the same memory to reference the same value. So it is actually backend implementation in C Python where the memory management will be taken care automatically in Python. This is the one of the example how the memory management will be taking care automatically. So because it is using the same memory, so we have saved some memory for this type of repeated variables. So also to go to the explanation, actually I have found one very interesting article. Uh, this one. So this happens because So the interpreter what actually stores, it actually stores the values at memory locations, which is already there for small numbers like quite frequently used. So it's depending on our, I meant to say RAM as well, depending on our operating system or processor as well. It actually varies. Uh, I want just check because they have again 5000. I want to check for some reuse value if it is differing or it is taking depending on my system processor. I want to check. So it is still actually taking the same. But again, if I convert it in a string, I think it should. So generally for unmutable objects, this is actually storing the same memory. So maybe you can more dig into that. So this is how we use identity operators, but generally we don't use this operators until unless our programming require explicitly to use this identity operators. Generally we use this equal to operator only to check the values of any comparisons or any variables comparisons we need to do. We will check only use this only. It is not recommended to use this identity operator until unless you want to check the addresses of the variables where it is stored and if the addresses are equal or not. So any questions going back to that? So again,
No,
thank you. So again going back, so I think we have seen up to identity operator. Now we will see, I meant to say membership operators. Membership operators are nothing but again, let me again go back to the same example. So I have sure. So just I think yesterday we have already seen this example. If I'm saying if I want K is in my name or not, if the indentation should not be there in X. So what I am doing, I am using membership operator. So it actually what it does, it will check this a letter is in there in this stream or not. Print is similarly print is not there. So if I run this, so it actually search okay K or this is there in this the string what I have provided. What if I given only Sai, it's saying K is not there. So it is useful to do some operations where we need to check this value is present in this stream of like you can give word also like in this stream of I meant to say words or maybe letters or maybe you can check in lists as well if this item is in this set of arrays or not. This is very useful membership operators are. Similarly, if it is not in, then what we can do? So there are two types of membership operators. So again, the last comes bitwise operators. Generally, we rarely use this bitwise and bitwise or until unless we want some, I mean to say, binary operations to be performed on that. So again, I want this example. So here generally it represents 00001 9. If you take convert into binary, that will be represented like this. So 3 will be represented something like this. So when I run this code, so it is saying, so it actually performing AND operation 0 1 1 1 1 1. 1 and 1 is 1 and 1. Normally in electronics we do this AND operator. So 1 it will be 1. Remaining, if 0 is there, everything will be 0. So if we do operation similar kind of that operation and it will be only this, the first two, 1 and 1, it will be 1. But if I am performing OR operation, so anything with 1 and 1, it will be 1. So it's like if we get this 2 1 and 0 1 1, and here also 1 with 1. So if we convert into 2 power 0, 2 power 1, and if we go on doing like that, so we will end up getting this. So if we are negating, like if you negate this one, everything to ones, ones, zeros, zeros, so how it will look like. So generally we don't use it on our normal programming until unless we need to use it in microcontroller programmings, or where we actually need to use binary uh, outputs, we will use this. But it is good to know, but not necessary. So yeah, this is all about operators, what exactly we are using till now. Uh, so any questions on operators? Right. Uh, so if not, I will be going the next topic. So here, okay. So I think yesterday we have come across one problem, right? Where I meant to say this problem. So what it is doing, okay, let me explain you first. So here we have given number 1, and while number is less than 10, it actually doing we have used modulus operator. So the first it will is number 1 divided by 2 is not 0, it will be 1. So then what it does, uh, it will actually continue to the actually don't what it don't goes into this statement, continue statement. It actually continue to the this statement, and it will actually increment it the next statement, and increment it to number 2. So again 2, here it will come back to loop 2. 2 divided by 2 is 0. So what again, so this condition is satisfied, and then it is going into inside this loop. So but what it is doing, the continue function is eliminating these two execution statements. So actually what it is doing, it is going into an infinite loop, so it is not printing anything. So if I run this program, so it will print 1, and it actually don't do anything, because we are not doing, actually it's went into infinite loop. So let me show you how it went into infinite. So again I will print number here, print number. So I'm just printing number. So when I'm doing running the same loop, it actually goes on. So it's like the 2 only, it actually going back and going back, going back, and it never ends. So this is very careful while writing while loops, where we might go into this infinite loop situation. using continuous statements or sometimes. So why this kind of happened? Because the increment we not given anything here. Actually, if we given something like inside this loop condition as well, like the if condition as well, then it would have worked perfectly. But we are just saying to continue and eliminate the steps and go back to loop. So it is like two again. It will goes on like that. So if I given the same here and I'm just saving, I'm trying to run again. So it actually doing something like I will generally it prints only this one. So it actually ended. So let me run again. So it will give me only output odd numbers. So here we are actually incrementing as well, and here also we are incrementing. If it is even also we are incrementing. If it is not even also we are incrementing. So this code will work fine. But sometimes, but we need to be very careful. Like uh, so So this is the what issue we have faced yesterday, due to which the execution statement goes on. Uh, I meant to say goes on infinite loop. So this is how you need to debug or write the code logically. So logical thinking is nothing but uh, to be aware of the situations where it is going and to fix it. But what happening with AI? Because yesterday we have seen again the same problem we have given to AI and asked it to debug and write us the corrected code. But AI can't do it actually, because why AI can't replace human intelligence? It don't have any decision making skills or logical thinking skills. So at the end of AI is nothing but the collection of data whatever available on the internet or somewhere in solid state drives or whatever there, it will collect the data and put you forward. So it actually don't have that capability to think, to give you what exactly went wrong, because the same code when I am pasting it there and ask it to do, it is saying your code is correct, and it is giving me output as well. So we should be very careful while using AI. We should not be dependent on it, but we should be leveraging on it. So it is good to write comments, or sometimes it the logics might work. So I am again giving this. So this is the code what we have seen now, right? So I am just I'm again going back, copying pasting this code. I will go to Bard. So I am copy pasting this. Sorry, maybe it's from X. Uh, okay, I will ask this. Just a copy paste the same thing. So if you see, I am saying to Bard act as my Python interpreter and debug the below code, correct if necessary, and give me the output. So the code is wrong actually. So if you see, the code will goes on into infinite loop. But when I run this, so so it if you see again, it didn't if statement typo something it said, but it's not changed my code exactly. So if I actually where it went, I asked it before as well. So it actually said like this. So it is actually debugging the code with so okay, I'm initializing number and doing this, doing this, and it is giving me output with the same error code. So if I ask it the I meant to say Bing as well. So again the same question I asked. So it actually again said to me. So it is using actually PyLint library to analyze the code. So it is giving me a 10 out of 10 rating. So you can do this some more like twists and turns, and you can ask different type of. The output is not correct. I'm getting, but so it's again it is trying to say us it's tested its internal environment and it is working fine for it. So again I am saying AI is not that powerful, but it is very good to use to learning or to do that. But AI will never replace the human intelligence. The logical thinking capabilities will be never replaced. Uh, okay, so should we ask it for ChatGPT as well, like how ChatGPT will respond? Okay, so it is to be how GPT-4. So now again, so ChatGPT will be very useful. Again, the same issue. It is saying there is no issue with my code. So, all the, I meant to say, all the AI tools is again a set of collection of data, and depending on data, it will provide the insights. It is not like, I meant to say, it's a replacement of human. Uh, it will just a good to have colleague, or I meant to say, good to have knowledge on this. Any questions here? I think we are done with today. Like I meant to say, yeah. So the last topic is like just for our example. I meant to say how the background process will be right before job posting. So generally, I'm taking in our company like in my I meant to say whatever in my working experience. So as of now, we have some I meant to say automation testing position opened, but it is actually limited because I work in product-based company. So they don't want to give more salary first to the permanent staff. So they want to recruit from vendors. So we have different vendors normally our project will be sourced to different vendors all the I meant to say Capgemini, IBM, TCS. So so what happened in our project is actually was someone already in the project she is actually going on maternity leave. We need replacement of that. So actually two happened. So but what happened at present situation is we have applied for a replacement, but we got only one approval for that two positions. We are getting only one approval because due to the cost cuttings going on. So as of now, everyone is hearing there are multiple layoffs happening or the market is down. So obviously, we will know the impact, how it is going to impact everyone. So we need to take care of the resources, whatever will available, but we need to do the, like I meant to say, the process before filing that. So once we actually applied for recruitment, we need to apply it for uh, okay, this person is going on maternity leave, we need a replacement and we want to hire from someone. So first we will be posting it, it should be permanent position. So they will take care if it is within the project budget. Okay, this is approved, but if it is not, you can ask like vendor resources. You can hire from vendor resources instead of doing the permanent, I meant to say permanent hiring so that it will be cost less. So generally, so that's why I meant to say compared to product-based companies, why the salaries will be less since MNC companies is like, and they actually outsource the talent in their companies to the other product-based companies or product owners other projects. So then what happened? Then again it came back. Okay, okay, we want two positions. Then so we asked for one permanent position, but they're saying no, no, we don't approve that. And again they came back and said, okay, no, no, we can't approve one position, but you can take one from MNCs like any project like any vendor you can recruit again. So what happened again? They said, okay, but we need to have a lot of work. Again, they will give more projects. So there will be PMOs who will be managing what will be going in the next quarter or next year. So what are the type of development we need to do? What are type of testings we need to do? What are the type of uh, that everything will be planned. But if something goes wrong, so how it will be handled? Everything will be done by PMOs. So again they came back, okay, okay, no, no, we will be approving only vendor resource where you can take. But again, again they said, no, no, maybe it's not time to recruit. Can you, what happened again now? Can you do the testing with the resources who are available? Like we are actually down to two resources, but still they want us to not to hire. but we actually forced back and said no, no, we can't do this. So again, we need someone to be replaced, this person. Then only we can do continue our normal goals. Otherwise, it will hamper everything. So we have to push back. And then what we did? Okay, then after very to and froze, what happened? It again goes back, and then we got for approval for one to get it from I think Capgemini, I think, to get that resource to be onboarded. So again, so this is how the backend process will be going to get a posting to be on portal or instead of in project to do the recruitment. It's a very long process. Uh, and then after this process, once this job ID will be live, then it's the recruitment is another type of process how we do the project uh, selection of candidates. So generally what's the perception is like once we get into MNCs there won't be any interviews, but it's not like that. To get into project again you have to give the interviews to project as well. So normally I used to take many interviews for that from vendor resources to get into our project. So we'll be discussing that in going forward sessions. So how there is a difference between our starting interview process and then how there is a difference between uh, the project interview process. So what exactly we will be looking for if you want, because our MNC will be already trained you and said, okay, this guy is skilled at this skills, and they will give us some background like, okay, this guy is or this madam is something is very fine at this skills, so you can test it out and you can say us the result. So what we are expecting is like what our expectations will be is like we not going to provide any training again from first. We will be training normal what the project will be, but it won't be from the this basic level. It will be like, okay, this project we will use this Python, so we will use this here, this here, this here. So it will be a very short and sweet training. We call it as KTS, knowledge transfers. Huh. So there will be very much difference, but we are better to know both the process how it will be. So in any time, if you have the basics covered right, so you can leave it you can crack any interview or you can crack anything. Not only project interviews, you can crack uh, many interviews outside also. But you have to have basics and foundations very strong so that it will be very helpful going forward. So as of now, our story was ended like that. We actually recruited one member from Capgemini. Yeah. So it was very difficult phase. Normally, just for example, if it is before a Corona time, there used to be very lot of recruitment happened, right? At that time, it's like we generally just used to take everyone and just interview depending on very low level of interview we used to take. It's not like just if you have the basic sales and basics covered, okay, you are in something like that. But if we want to do this now, as of now, what according to the current situation, we will be seeing what projects you have done and how you have done, how what is the implementation you have performed. Uh, so is do you have any extra knowledge on different technologies? Everything we will be considering. So okay. Maybe that's it for today. So for installations or any doubts, I will be open here. Maybe I'm not sure until when this session will be there.